controls. Flight controls.
To see what I can remember with this, because wow, it's been a while, man. And oh my days, I haven't used head track in DCS in a long time, very long time.
Colt 1, request startup.
It feels so weird being in DCS in head track. Wow.
Tobii, Colt 1, request takeoff.
Yeah, that's mad. Oh damn. The level of rust is crazy. Right, okay, let's set this up. Pop that on. Do that in lights. That's cool. Try and remember everything here now. Slow it down a bit. Okay, right, slow it down, nose wheel. Oh man, it's been a while. Okay. Right, my zoom is not working. I've got zoom Z-axis set up for my Tobii. Right, let's just try to see how it feels. Enough 250. Turn. All the way around. Oh, this is where VR is good. Oh wow, my neck, where's the one right here? A little bit too high. First landing's not looking too bad. Let's get some speed. Right, okay, be faster. Right, let's go the other way. Oh man, right. Yep, that's cool. Some brake. Right, let's get this one. Around. Cannot find the runway. I think I got it. Yeah, got it. Slow down. Way too fast here. Oh, way too fast. Do it again. Hard for me to find the runway, the head track. Right, okay, let's spin around. Slow down. So speed brake out. Turn. Around. Turn just to the runway. Because I cannot track it if... Okay, I got it. There we go, got it. Oh, got it to speed. Go down. Oh my, I messed this up again. Yeah, I messed this up again. Never getting it on time. Nah, never getting this in. Right, one more time. 15. Oh. Pass. Okay, and around. Back. Cool. That's sweet. Okay. That's that one. Let's go. Oh my days. Can I remember how to do carrier? Okay, go on. Let's try the carrier one. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Okay. Channel 11, 74, 360. Okay. Right. 360, 74x. Okay, cool. So open that. Right. let's try this one. Low here, sure, too low. Sure I'm getting to do something here. Yeah, this. I think I'm on the right. Let's have a look. Oh, see? Oh, let me go right. Nah. Yep. Got it. So let's go around. Yeah, it was definitely on the initial break. Definitely low. Oh, and I've broken the plane. Yeah, the initial it was definitely low, 100%. Right, fly that again. Yeah, I think, yeah. Can't even remember what it was. To be honest, I can't even remember the comms. I can't remember the comms. Alright. First thing first, let's scroll down. So try and get this. Let's turn. Turn 750. Yeah, I think that's what it is actually. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Oh wow, too high here. Oh boy. God, I haven't done this in so long. Right. Because I'm too high on this bend. Coastline 360, I'm on it. Turn around. Get the see the light from here. Turn around. See the lights. wheel then. I thought I caught the wheel. Slow that down. Let's try again. Thought I caught that then. Oh man. Oh man. You know what, I wasn't sure if I'd actually get the guidance. So I was doing it visually, but then the guidance thing came up. Right, let's try this again. Okay. Let's turn it tight. Let's keep it tight. Not going to go too far out. Oops. Get that back. Alright, get these. Let's go 600. Let's see if I can maintain 6. Way low. Try and get up to 6, 5. Right, cool. Let's try and maintain that. Down. Maintain 6, man, not 7. It's crazy trying to get used to track AR again. I've been flying so long using VR. Right, maintain 6. Turn. Into opposite end for the carrier. 5, just go back to 6. Wow. Ooh. Let's see if I'm still caught. Right, let's do this again. Up. Okay. God. I haven't done this in a long time. You know what's also crazy? I'm actually trying to find the buttons that, you know, the new key bindings that I've done. I'm trying to remember where they are. Like the nose wheel steering now, I'm trying to remember like where. So I press the nose wheel steering button, but then I forgot that's for something else. Right, I'm gonna. Wow, it's been a while. It's been a while. Yep. Let's just pretend. Oh wow. Oh no. No. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean about the buttons. Oh man. Yep. So the problem is, right, I've still got some sort of muscle memory from my previous setup key bindings. So just then, I used to use the reverse thrust, the reverser as but to use it used to use it for that detent, but then I changed it to using the one of the buttons on the, what do you call it? Oh man, on the Bravo. So I've changed it to one of the buttons on the Bravo, but I forgot I didn't delete the reverse. So me pulling back all the way back then, it went into the cutoff. So I pulled so basically I got into the reverse on the TCA, which then put this in cutoff because I forgot. So yeah, just a matter of getting used to the buttons again, really. I really want to get a spin in DCS, like at least a quick little spin. I'm gonna say honestly, I thought my area. Obviously, I'm not doing all the comms and stuff like that, but in terms of catching catching the hook, catching the hook, like that's one of the things that I thought, oh, I'll struggle to do that. The comms and stuff, I'll get that all back. I don't even think I've got any buttons set up for comms. Oh, I have. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know I had buttons set up for comms. Right, 11? Have I got 11? Yeah, I have. Okay, cool. Wait there. That's not 11. Let's check that again. Right. Comms, that one. 12 to exit. Okay, that's 12. Right, press 8. And press previous menu. 11. Right, okay, cool. Wow. So let's see if I can show. So these are all the buttons basically I got assigned, and I'm trying to do this picturing myself being in VR because I would not be able to like look down and see all the controls. So yeah, right. So much refresher I need to do. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in the campaign. Not that one. Use this one. Right. I want to get myself in the air and let's see if I can remember how to. Honestly, when I say to you, I've played this one so many times. So many times. Right, it says last mission flown was May, right? May 7th, okay, at 2025. Right, that was the last time I've flown this mission. I can promise you that wasn't the last time I've flown the mission. That was probably the last time I've done the flight pretty much all the way to did I land? I think I might have landed. I can't remember. But I've done this. I've replayed this so many times just to learn a different. Like once I learn something new to try it out, right? And I think the last time I've played this was maybe a month ago or two, where I was trying to understand data link, and I'm sure I played this just to get a feel of, just to get an understanding of data link. How does it work? So I haven't even got to the point of air-to-air refueling yet. I haven't got that far. So really, how this mission sort of work, based on what I can see of my brief, quick understanding of it, is I get so far with the task. Once I complete that particular phase of the task, I'm meant to break off into phase 2, but phase 2 would mean you link up with the air-to-air refuel tanker, refuel, air-to-air refuel, and move on to mission 2. If not, head back to carrier. Problem is, whenever I head back to carrier to do a carrier landing, the comms, I have no comms, right? So because I have no comms with the carrier, then I'm struggling to find where it is. So then I'm like, okay, well, I haven't got to the part where I need to learn all the comms yet, like the radios and how to program the radios. It's like I'm not at that stage yet. So it's like, okay, let's just do data link and just come off. Right. So I did manage to learn data link, and I've completely forgot everything to do data link. So this is let me see if I can figure it out again.
Attention, this is Skipper. I know you're all tired and wish you were back home. The orders are straight, the cause is noble. We must protect this country's freedom. Now take off and make some noise. Let them know that we are coming. We're coming fast. In case they won't change their minds, we'll hit them and we'll hit them hard. We're clear for takeoff. Godspeed.
I think I've seen what was it called again? I think I have seen one.
Jesus, I really hope after tonight's mission that General Bassavili will have a change of heart and redraw his forces from this region.
Yeah, I think I've
Otherwise,
seen
tomorrow
one.
morning we'll be at war. Only God knows this outcome.
Yeah, I've seen one to do with voice comms. I cannot remember what it's actually called.
Flight control.
I might. No, I can't remember what it's called. Oh man. Right. Here. It's on. Excellent. See, like, this is the catch of DCS now. You do these sort of things, or you see these sort of things on YouTube, and you're like, right, yeah, DCS, cool, let's get into some air combat type of gameplay. And then you open the manual, and you're like, what? You open the manual, and you're like, right, okay.
Copy. MDG installed.
That is set. Go. Brown. what button is my MPGs again? Forgot what button that is. Let's see. That. Yep, okay. Right. Cool. Let's do this.
Flights, Colt 1-1 is now airborne. Join formation with me. We will fly east at 2,000 feet. Our first waypoint is Tobii Air Base. Then we will turn north and make a low pass over their port. Follow my lead and keep your eyes open for anything suspicious.
Colt 1-1, this is Uzi 1-1. Roger.
Dodge copies, sir. Let's make some noise. Chevy 1-1 copies.
Colt 1-1, Ford 1-1, copy.
Around right there. Got some guys low here. 1, 2, 3. Speed back to the anchorage. Straighten up. Right, so just go autopilot on. Full speed. TC on. I cannot remember this now. How to put this on again? No, I cannot remember this. Nope, can't remember that one. We need to warm up first. Can't remember. That is on. Right, what else do I need to try and remember? Okay, essay page. Oh hell no, I could not remember this at all. Right, Haku. Oh, what the hell was this one doing again? I can't remember. Oh, wait a minute.
We are now reaching Tobii Airport. Prepare to make a left turn in order to reach Tobii Port. Watch your altitude and
I
speed.
can't remember this.
Colt 1-1, roger, sir.
Roger, sir. Dodge 1-1 copies.
Colt 1-1, this is Chevy 1-1.
Nope.
Roger.
Colt 1-1, roger.
I could not remember it. Now, I can't remember this at all. Wow, no. looks good though. So at the minute, right, the reason why I was going to go VR, right, I jumped into VR 2 days ago, and there was an update for
The air is
Pimax.
port ahead of us. We will continue to make the coastline to the north until we reach Kobileti. Keep your heads up and do not lose formation.
Roger, sir. Following your lead.
There
Roger,
was an
sir.
update for
Continuing north.
Pimax.
Colt 1-1, Chevy 1-1, Raj.
Colt 1-1, Roger.
Yeah, I can tell you 100% I'm not completing this mission. So yeah, there was an update for Pimax flight, and I've done the update. Jumped in VR in DCS, and I'm getting like this weird things, green grid. It's very faint, and sometimes when I look for it, I can see it, and then sometimes depending on what's in front, it will just, you can see it. It depends on the lighting in front. You can see that green faint green grid. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I've only had that since I've had the update, which was maybe 2 days ago. So I was going to go in VR, and then I remember that green grid.
Sir, can we go for a drink at Batumi after landing?
Why not, Lieutenant? The only problem is you'll have to swim in order to reach the shore.
So,
Fish is a good
binary
sport.
wise is what I'm really trying to get used to now.
Come on, knock it off. Remain focused.
I'm trying to do everything now without actually looking at the key binaries. As much as I can see it through the peripheral. Right, go. Let's go here. I'm sure that's to do with this bad boy running up. Oh, I could be wrong. I cannot remember. I can't zoom in as well, but I'm sure down here it will say the zoom on the zoom.
We are now reaching Kobileti airspace. Fly over the base of
sure
Hornet.
I'm
Colt 1-1, Uzi 1-1, copy.
Okay,
Roger, sir.
after the
Affirmative.
light just behind me.
Colt 1-1, Ford 1-1, Roger.
Yeah. Why did I not see this guy? I can't remember the reason why I don't see him. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah. Okay, the only other button I need to figure out is the ejection button. And that one. I could not. I thought I could remember a lot of things, and I really can't. Wow, could not believe it. Right. Don't think I've got any. Oh, this is a. This is so much better in VR. Let's try one. Try one of the dogfight. Probably gonna get shot down, to be honest. It's just the looking around is what I will struggle with. Right, here we go. Screen. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. take a bit of time. You know what? It actually, it'll probably take me a week once I actually lock my. It'll take me about a week roughly. This is where I struggle now. I cannot see because I'm restricted with my. Let's try and look at this. Goes off left. Behind me. Slow down too much. Where's this guy gone? Behind me. Again. Oh, saw that guy, saw that. Oh, stop. I've got no more view. Where's it gone? Behind me. Left. Down. See? Oh man, I cannot see. I don't even know, I'm not crashing. Yeah, I see you now, right? Guy, where's he gone? Oh, behind me. Got any? Nope, got none. Got two of these, right, okay. I forgot what the difference are. I think it's Sparrow and Amid. There's my guy. Lost him? On the radar. He's not on my radar anymore. Let me restart that one. I was slowly got that one. You can do guns at... No, that's air to ground. You could do guns. 9, put the 9s. Let's see. I don't know what that means. So difficult, man. Switch guns. Ooh! Oh, whoa, whoa! Let's see if I can remember. Oh wait, I remember the ejection button. Ah, what do I do now? What do I do now? Ah. Actually, you know what? That's the first time I actually done ejection. You know, this is the first time I done it. It's bad. Yeah, you just have a chill, my guy. Is there a way to get to B? What's the way to do the visor? God. If you're coming down this slow in real life, you're thinking all sorts right now. You try remembering all the PAW, all the PAW comms. What do you say? What is it actually? Big. Oh yeah, Big 6. Yeah. Yeah, I need a bit of time to get back into it. And yeah, I'll definitely get it. You know what's crazy, right? That was the ejection was like the last key binding I actually done, because before I had it set for my keyboard spacebar. Right, that's what it was set for. Because I'm like, okay, if I'm in VR, I just need to search for like the biggest button or the most obvious button I can press. So, yeah. Not bad. Thing is, I want to get into DC. I think I got to page 437. The cockpit instruments, I don't really need to. I can remember quite a bit of that actually. Even to do the tack hand on that carrot landing, and the what's it called, instrument carrier landing system. Even to do that, right? I was like, oh, I forgot. I need to actually press on, not just press the tack hand. I need to actually press on as well. Dude, how fast are you coming down? Altitude. Wow. So, crazy stories. So when we do, I'm not sure what it's like now, but back in the days when I done my parachute course, we also learn, we do our water training, but we didn't do any water jump in basic training. But we got all the gear, I mean all the neck stuff that you use for floats, just in case you were to land in water. The Marines, they do, I'm not sure if it changed now, but back in the days, the Marines didn't do, we call it SimStick. SimStick is when you jump out 2 doors, right, starboard and port. But the Marines, on my basic parachute course anyway, because when you're on basic parachute course, it's tri-service, right? So you'll have Marines on it, you'll have guys from the SAS on it, you have guys from, I mean, it's basically jumps. So as long as you, I don't know what it's like, I'm not sure what it's like now, but back in days it used to be 7. You gotta do 7 jumps. 4-day jump. 4-day jump using 1 door. 1 night jump using 1 door. SimStick, so that's 2 doors. Got guys going at the right and the left. And you do a day jump for that one and a night jump, and then that's it. So it should be 7 altogether. I'm not sure what it's like now. But so how it basically is you might find your course that you're on, because the parachute course is like 2 months long. You might not be able to get all the jumps in, all the 7 jumps in to qualify. So you might have to go away, right? And for like wind, for example, it could be the airframe, broken airframe, right? Or the wind, there's too much wind for us to jump. So you're constantly like checking the weather. You gotta like call up and you'll say like jumps on or jumps off. So at that point now you turn up the jumps. Now if you actually run out of time, it's 2 months past and you run out of time, right? Then how it basically works is you're on like standby. It's sort of like on call. So it's like right, there's jumps on. There you go, you just jump on this course. So it might not be your course, your initial course that you start on. You jump on that course, finish it, get it done. So you'll find like guys that are like SAS, they will like actually be on the course as well. You got guys who are Special Forces Support Group, so 1 para. They're on the course. You got guys with Marines on the course. Because at the end there is 1 parachute training school, is just 1. This guy's taking a hell long time to reach down, and he's landing in water. So yeah, that's really how it sort of works. So the Marines, they were on the course, my course, and they done all single stick, so jumping like 1 line, 1 door, because from what I remember they go on to do water jumps. Now I have done water jump before from Chinook. I've done a water jump before. Pretty easy, to be honest. The good thing about ramp jump is you don't get what do you call it? Oh man, slipstream, right? You don't get that when you like get thrown back. You don't get that. So that's the only thing, because you just walk off the ramp. It's like driving on the motorway, wind the windows down, driving the motorway, wind the windows down, and you get that woo noise. You don't really get that when you do ramp. You just pretty much fall at the back. So yeah, so we've done water jumps. Pretty simple. This guy's taking forever. Now this chute, I'm sure the chute, or is it not? I thought the chute was steerable, but there's no. Now these 4 risers, you can sort of steer yourself with these 4 risers, right? Or unless pilots shoots it a little bit different, but unless pilot shoots it a little bit different, I'm not sure. But it should be like 2 handles on each of those 4 risers. Yeah. Now, when we actually do, to be honest, we didn't do the Marines or anything. We just done it. Actually, we done it in America. And all we did was literally just, they had like I don't know what they call them, the boats that they use. I can't remember what they're called, but we just basically like just get picked up. What I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, so we've done it with the 101st. We're doing some training with the 101st Airborne. I've only done like 1 of those jumps. I was meant to do 2, but I ended up doing something else. So a couple of other lads went and done 2 of those jumps. So I went, what do I do? So the lads went off to do the jumps, the water jump, and I went off to do, we had like a competition. I might have said this before on the stream, but we actually compete against the Americans. And we had like different, it was like 10 miles through the night. And we had like different stands where we had to go, get to like first aid stand, get to house clearance one. Right, oh, okay, get you. Because I'm like, I'm sure they're steerable. Because the static line is obviously basic parachutes. It's static line. And then you got, we call it squares after that. You got squares one, the toggle, steerable chutes. yeah, so I went off to do that instead. So the guys went to do the water jump, and I went off to do. So basically, we had like we put in like a very fit team to compete. I don't know if I can find it. I think I got the picture of that one. So yeah, so that's what I've done. So I didn't do the 2 water jumps, but I've done. So I've got my American parachute wings. We've done 2 jumps out of the C-17 Globemaster. So 2 jumps out of the C-17 line. That's why. 1 jump C-17, 1 jump ramp on the C-130. But this one we've done like an operation type jump with quad bikes and stuff. And then we've done 1 water jump. I done 1 water jump and went off and do other stuff. And the other guys went off and do a 2nd water jump. So yeah. Wow, was that? Okay, I meant to cut away. Oh, okay. Right. So yeah, that was that one. Fun times, fun times. Oh man, I really thought I could wing it, really. Literally. Well, I could actually wing it, but I really cannot. I'm literally looking at the things thinking, what am I looking at? I don't actually know what I'm looking at, and I don't know what I'm looking for. I know what the different things are, but it's like, okay, what do I do here? Like I completely, yeah. I just need to, and I accidentally clicked on one of the DDI screen, and I can see the essay page. I was like, oh yeah, the essay page, right? Completely forgot. No, I've never actually done that. I think that's just, if I'm correct, I think that's just the pilots that do that. 'Cause I'm sure not even the SS do that. I'm sure that's just pilots. If I remember correctly, I think that's pilots and aircrew. I think do it. If I remember correctly, I think it's pilots and aircrew that do it. But yeah, so the drills is if the plane's actually landing in water, right? The pilots, the green light will come on for us to jump. We jump in, we gone, right? Pilot, see you later. Like we off. So that is one of the things. Like we gone. So that's why the rules. So that's yes. So okay, let me see. Yeah, so that's why the rule is. Hang on, don't tank. Is that the right? Okay, let's see if I. Yeah, it would be out the door. So that's why one of the rules. So when you actually do, so when you actually join the military, right? There's 2. You do the oath allegiance to the Queen country and all that. Well, King, Queen country, all that stuff. You sign on the dotted line. Yep, you'll serve and all that crazy stuff. But for Paris, we have to sign a second one, right? And if I remember correctly, it goes something like upon seeing the green light or the command jump, you will exit the aircraft, carry out the correct drills, something along those lines, right? And you got to sign to say yes. So the PJIs, the parachute jump instructor, if they say jump, you got to jump because imagine there's no green light. If they say jump, you jump. refusal to jump is refusing to soldier, which is a court-martial offense. So yeah, so the moment if they got ditch at aircraft, I mean, like, we're out because we're pretty much strapped up. So we gone through that door, like, I mean, but from what I remember correctly, so over here, like, the PGIs they're not even like, they haven't got any parachutes. So when they're actually on the aircraft with us, they have no parachutes. But when I jump with the Americans, like, everyone's got a parachute on. Even the loadie has got a parachute on. Right? Like, everyone is literally, like, rigged up, good to go. So yeah, really know why. But I mean, like, over here, parachutes to even get, it's so hard to even just get jumps. It's just so difficult. Whereas in America, to me, like, we've done like an exercise where we tried to what was it? So it was an exercise to, like, what were we doing? Like, recreating D-Day. So we went over to Normandy and we've done, I think the Americans had, like, oh man, about four, 5 C-130, right? And we struggled to just get one. Do you mean they got like 4 C-130? We jump on the plane at RF Mildenhall and went over to Normandy, done the D-Day landing, right? The whole Pegasus bridge. So we actually done that sort of jump to recreate that one, taking Pegasus bridge. The best movie that comes really close to what it really like is Bridge Too Far. Bridge Too Far is pretty accurate in terms of the whole feeling experience of jumping. Bridge Too Far. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good thing I didn't see that before I joined, because I didn't see it until I actually joined, and then I watched that. Right? So the old Pegasus, which is a big thing with the powers of Pegasus. So yeah, crazy stuff. But cool. Oh man, well, that was DCS. Bit of a flop. Honest, thought I could win it, but I really can't. I can't remember half the stuff. Landing wasn't bad. I mean, good thing there's no landing rate calculator in DCS, but it wasn't bad. Oh, that's the point. I think, you know, now that you say that, I think maybe the tanks, maybe the tank crews do that. Maybe the tank crews do that. Why would they do that? The tank crews. Why would they do that? I guess it's a tank flip, the tank roll. I guess, yeah. I guess, but yeah, I haven't done that training. And I haven't heard of anyone from like the special forces side who's done that as well. They might have done it as like a, you know, like one of these ones where it's like, it's not really we're doing it for any particular qualification. It's just, oh, that's right. 10 year go down to, I don't know, go down to ooh, I just tell you go down to somewhere and just do this, because the Marines got something set up. Right. Oh, okay. So there's a couple of lads that went off and do what's that called again? Oh, they've done it with the Marines, where they do the what's it called? Coming off the side of the hill, the rocks, right? Down I think they've done it down Plymouth or something like that. They had to go. I didn't do it, but some lads went down to do that. So sometimes you find things are like that, not necessarily because it's part of your training. It's just some of you guys just go and do this. Do you know what I mean? Like it's sometimes it's like that. But I haven't heard of anyone from my side anyway. I haven't heard of anyone who had to do it. Right. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. But that's like famous. Pegasus Bridge. That's like a big one. Like I said, good thing I didn't watch that before I joined. Actually, that's the point. If I watch it before I join, would I actually gone Paris? Interesting. Don't really know. Absolutely. Yeah, that's the one. I'm trying to think. Would I actually? I don't. It's a funny one. It is a funny one. But right, here's the thing. Once you done like P company, as much as you might be a little bit okay. My first jump, I was never scared on the first one, and I was never scared because I didn't know what to expect. You hear a lot of stories, horror stories, but my fear was never even after my first jump. The thing that was more like in my head was never the actual jump in itself. It was literally the wind. The wind when you jump out the plane, the door, that initial wind. That is the only thing that I hate. That is literally the only thing I hate. It's just getting thrown in the sky with the wind, that initial wind, the slipstream. That is the only thing. Nothing else bothered me. Just literally that. That was it. That was my only thing that I hated, because it's like going from I can stand. I've been number one before. I'm in the door looking out. I've been number one a couple of times. I've been number two a couple of times. I've been number three. Number three, because obviously when you do sim 2-door jump, the ramp is open, so you can actually see either cloud through the side door or you're seeing cloud through the ramps. So either way, you're not getting away from it. But I've been number one. And the only thing I was just thinking is wait for the guy to say jump. Right? Wait for the PGI to say jump, because he's got his hands holding your parachute right in your back. And so, okay, quick one. So in basic training, right? When it not basic training, parachute training school, the PGIs will test you. So what they'll do is they will actually intentionally put in something called a twist. So when you jump through the door, you need to jump like square on through the door to break through the aircraft slipstream, right? So you do a positive, let's say a positive exit. Now, if you're very like timid and you do like a very scared jump out the plane, and it's a technique to do it where you drive out through the door. If you're scared and you just fall out, you'll fall into the aircraft slipstream, and then the aircraft will get you and spin you. The slipstream will get you and spin you. That's bad times. That is super bad to be in a twist, right? But sometimes the PGIs will actually, especially if they don't really like you, right? They will get you and intentionally put you in a twist by when they help you through the door, because they're like push you, they're like 1, 2, right? If they push you out at an angle, right, not fully square on, right, they push you out at an angle, that aircraft slipstream will catch you, that angle, right, your angled body, it will catch you and start spinning you, right? So sometimes I do that to test you actually, can you actually get out of a twist? I've been in twist loads of times. Loads of times I've been in twist. Loads of times. Even when I proper drive through that door, like drive through it, I still end up in a twist. Cool. Sort it out. Do you know what I mean? But it's bad when you're in a twist though. So yeah. So sometimes I do that just to test you. That's how you actually like escape from this. Especially 600 feet, night jumps in a twist. Wow. 600 feet night jumps in a twist. Come on, you're hitting the ground like 13 seconds, you're on the ground. And in sim stick as well. So like you jump and it's like left door, right door, left door, right door. So it's almost like every 3 seconds someone's jumping. So left door, right door, left door, right door, left doors. But once you're in sim stick doing that, the 3 second gap becomes 1 second gap, right? So in the air, you actually 1 second up, 1 second gap. So you find is you jump and there's going to be a guy like to your left and to your right. So you end up in the middle, right? And then you and someone else will sandwich another guy in the middle. So the gap's like closed in on you. So you find you haven't got a lot of time to get your drills wrong. So you've got to like sort it out. So you find, so that's why I was looking at the chute thinking you do get an element of steer from it. Even though it's not a steerable chute, you do get elements of steer based on the wind direction. You can sort of like, because you got to assess your drift and sort it out and all that crazy stuff. So your night jumps, sim stick night jumps, you literally got that. And the only thing you really got to help you is the moonlight. The only thing that stops us jumping is cloud base. That's it. I'm not sure it's like with Halo and Halo, right? If the cloud base a factor with them with that, because they jump above clouds. So I don't think it's a factor. I'm not sure if there's like a restrict. Maybe it's a training restriction. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a restriction for cloud base, but we've got static line. There's a cloud base. I can't remember what it is, but there's cloud base. So, but we jump. Operation jump is 600. 600 sim 2 doors. That's operation jumps. I think we started off 1,000, and then the next jump we went down to 8. Next jump we went down to, I can't remember. So we have clean fatigue, which is jumping without kit. So you just have your main parachute, reserve parachute. You do that 1,000, and then you do another 1,000 jump. And I think this might be the first time you get introduced with kit, where you got your bag strapped to your legs. And then the next jump is 800. And I think you then do an 800 night. And then the next jump you do is, I can't remember. It's been a long time. Like I jumped jumps in 2006. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was guys on my unit that they had done their parachute jumps from balloon, right? I had done mine C-130 Hercules. Yeah, some guys, balloon jumps is where they had their parachute wings from, jumping out balloons. I've never done it. I've seen it. So I've done, oh, what do they call them stupid planes again? Skyvan. So I've done Skyvan jumps. Horrible, hate them. C-130 jumps, Chinook, and C-17. Those are the 4 aircrafts I've actually parachuted from. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes, that's pretty much it for me. I'm trying to think if there's any other like noddy ones that I might have done. So I've done 56 jumps on my parachute jumps record card that everyone, all pilots basically got one. I've done 56. Right, I've done what, some was it 18 nights, and all the others are day jumps. So that's include my American parachute wings and my German parachute wings. So I've got American and German parachute wings. Some of the other lads got American, British, Danish. But I only used to wear my British wings and my American wings. So you're allowed to wear one foreign wings. So if you got like 2, you're allowed to wear 1. Sometimes the unit might actually say which one you got to wear. Like the unit might say, okay, you got to wear, everyone's got to wear the American wings, right? So like for us, we did wear I wore my American wings. So I wore my British one on right shoulder, American one on the chest. So yeah, but I know other guys wore the German wings. The German one's just too big. It's too big. It's massive. And I think that is pretty much it, really. However, there's one thing I want to try. Now I have got Afghanistan terrain, right? But I haven't got it installed. But I've actually purchased it. Let's see if it's in there. Why is it not in there? But I do have I have got the Afghanistan one, and I've done a quick flight in it before when it first came out. And I can't remember most of the, like, there's a, right, at CAF, for example, Kandahar, right, there is a very significant location at CAF. Well, 2. One's called the Broadwalk, and the other one's called the Poo Pit, right? If your accommodation is next to that Poo Pit, bad times. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on, so I'm not sure at what time they've actually created that map, but I could not find the Poo Pit. And to be honest, it looks different. I haven't purchased the Iraq one. I haven't purchased the Iraq one only because I was a bit let down by the Afghanistan one, where I'm like, that don't really. So if I remember correctly, CAF, then you got, so if you go from Kandahar Airfield, you got a 3 Mile mountain that is mined crazy. There's so much mined on there, right? There's that much mined on it where it's just marked on the map as like a no-go zone. Whether or not they've cleared it after, so I went to Afghanistan 2006. Whether or not they cleared it after that point, I don't know. But 2006, I was at CAF, and then after that point, I was in Bastion. After that, right? But CAF was 2006, 6 months working with the Americans and the Marines, the British Marines at CAF. And then my next deployment to Afghanistan so Afghan 06, Iraq 08, Afghanistan again, end of 09 going to 10. Went to Iraq, went back to Afghanistan, but Bastion this time. And then the next deployment, I went to Afghan for like 2 months, month and a half, something like that. And that was like that was it for me, because I come back to do my promotion course. So that was my last deployment. So yeah, so it's 6 months in Afghanistan first, 6 months in Iraq, 6 months in Afghanistan, and then a month and a half in Afghanistan. That was all my deployments. But yeah, wow, I am tired, and I can tell you now for a fact I am not even going to sleep. Then I get off the stream now. Yeah, there's certain key bits. I mean, even there's a bit in Afghanistan near Kaf where I've told the story before on stream, where I almost got blown up, right? Where the UAV caught two guys digging the road, farming, all that crazy stuff. That was near Kaf, right? That was actually near Kaf. That happened. And I tried to find that one I tried to find that location and the sim, and I can't really find it. Like, I know that location at the back of my hand, and I can't really find it. There's some other bits where I can find, but that particular part, no, I cannot find it. It's very it's not far from Kaf, right? It's not far from Kaf, because like I said on the stream, we got retasked. We were coming back from a patrol that we've done, and the boss just asked the Canadians to fly the UAV, right? It wasn't drone, it was a UAV. Fly the UAV along this route, right? And detect farmer digging and all that crazy stuff. So it's not far from Kaf. So I actually went. So that's one of the reasons why I purchased Afghanistan map, to take me back to that moment to see if that track is still there. And it's not, right? And I'm like, I can't see it. It's a significant thing. And this was 2006. Never forget it. January the 8th, 2006. That's been happened, right? And I didn't see it. I can't see it. Yeah, I cannot see it. So I don't know, but it's not there. I could not find it, and I literally went from Kaf straight out that particular route using Highway 4, because you use Highway 4 heading north towards Highway 1. Highway 1 connects Afghanistan to Pakistan. I remember it like it was yesterday, and I could not find it. I can't find it. So that detail is not there. Whether or not the whole Afghanistan change, right? And that's the reason why it's not on that map, but it's not on it, right? So yeah, I didn't bother buying the Iraq one, even though I've got loads of different stories with Iraq. I've got loads of stories in Afghanistan, but I've got loads of stories in Iraq as well. I just didn't bother investing into the Iraq one because I just thought, okay, it is what it is. CAF don't even look like CAF anyway, but and Airfield don't even look like that. Bastion sort of looked like that because Bastion was pretty much dead, open, boring place. CAF was mainly Americans at CAF. Americans pretty much run CAF. Where Bastion was like the British side of stuff. And Bastion was so boring. Bastion was so boring. Honestly, it's so boring. But yeah, working with the Americans at CAF, that was really, really good. But yeah, who knows? I might if the I think the sale just finished. If they go on sale again, I might purchase the Iraq one and take a look. I mean, I only done Basra. I didn't really do much traveling around. Obviously, you got the palace and stuff like that, but I didn't really do a lot of moving up into Baghdad and stuff like that. I know a lot of tank, like the Challenger tanks. I know they do a lot of ops, strike ops up Baghdad, and they do a lot. But yeah, be interesting. I need to learn this bad boy for the BMS. So yeah, so do a lot of strike ops at that side. And look, we obviously if you're not frontline infantry, you won't know when strike ops are going on. See, if you're just like a normal admin person, medic, you won't know when strikes like operations are going on. Right. The only thing you'll find is when you go into to use the internet or to use the phones, they're all down. But you don't know why they're down. But we frontline guys, we all know the reason why it's down. So anytime there's a strike ops going on, anytime there's an ops going on, the phones would be down, the internet would be down for the duration of the ops. And that's for OPSEC, right? Operation Security. So really, it's just so that if someone was to get killed, shot, injured, right, you do not get on the phone and start to call their parents or loved ones to let them know what's going on. So as soon as any operation going on, the phones, internet go complete lockdown, right? You ain't making a call unless you use your mobile phone, in which some people did, but you shouldn't, but some people did. That's the only time. So only frontline guys would actually know, right? Either the whatever regiment, army regiment is doing a push, and when the Challenger tanks, when they're going out, I mean, they go out with like, we don't rock around with tanks, but they go out with like 50 tanks. Do you know what I mean? 50, honestly, that I didn't realize how big those tanks were until I went next to a Challenger, right? And I don't even know if that was a Challenger 2 they had out in Iraq, but it was massive. I'm like, what? Really? Like, it's massive. And you just got like 50 all just going out on like a big push. You just like, it's mad. It's mad. Obviously, when you're on a patrol on the radio, you can hear the comms that's going on over the battle nets. You can hear that comms. So you got unit comms and you got the battle comms, so you can hear it. So yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, coolio, man. I am officially off to go and learn some DCS. So there you go, bit of story there. Right, this bad boy. Oh, I've seen this in action. I have seen this in action. Wow. All I can say is wow. I have seen this bad boy in action, and wow. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna leave on that one. That was naughty. But yeah, cool. Right. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. One of the days I'll get DCS all fully set up. But yeah, cool. Thanks for watching, and I will be on again tomorrow. Who knows? I might even do another flight again today. Nice. But yeah, cool. Thanks for watching. I am out of here. Coolio.